Okay guys, before I start this clip, I would like to just ask you guys, if you enjoy watching my videos, please do consider subscribing. Only like 10% or even less than 1% of viewers are subscribed to my channel. This channel is pretty new and I'm hoping that I can achieve 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you like my videos, you enjoy this kind of content, please do subscribe, and thanks to all those who have been subscribing. I kind of need the subscribers to be able to be doing this. I mean, if with low subscriber count, I can't get any potential bike owners to come and showcase their bikes because they don't take me seriously. So please subscribe, okay? Thank you, bye bye.
So this frame is a TCR Advance 1. I bought this bike in Tay Junction and it's around 3.4k, and I bought it around 2020 August. Ultegra R8K, an okay bike. I mean, for starters, full carbon. It's a S, which is 53 to 54. I'm 170. It fits me quite well for the setup I have. Tay Junction helped me do the well, they say bike fit lah, but it's just adjusting the saddle. I slammed my stem and I left some gap on it, and if I cannot, then I use this if I can, and then I'll slam even more. But for right now, for normal usage and not that rough, like no racing, I'll use this. And because I cut the stereo tube, so it's much more cleaner and aero.
Is this your first road bike?
No, my first road bike was a B-twin, and then I switched to a Merida Sculptura 300, and then this bike.
So why do you decide on this bike?
Well, I wanted lightweight and carbon, and maybe some mid-tier range of a group set, and something I can manage with and race with if in the future I do. And I don't really need to change a lot of things other than the handlebars and the stem, but it's quite good. No, I was eyeing on the Giant TCR Advance 2, which is a 105 version. I think it was aluminum or the carbon version, but I can't really remember. But it's 105, that's what I can recall, and the stem is not really like this kind of stem. It's really quite, well, normal bike lah. It's like normal TCR, but quite 105.
Why rim and not disc?
This, I could have chose disc, but I've read a lot of articles, and my friend reviews told me that it's really, well, if I'm looking for a lightweight bike and really not that much raining season, I can choose rim brake because it's very easy to maintain also, and I really just have to recable and change the cable. Not really that much maintenance. Stock aluminum, I last checked it was 41 cm long, around there, yeah, the width. If I do get smaller, I'll get a carbon one. I don't really want to spend money to have a aluminum smaller one, so this is what I can work with right now. This stem, I think it was 110 or 100 mm. Aluminum. Giant saddle. It's an approach giant saddle. It has the hole in it, so it can get the pressure out of your bum. You can sit on it much comfortably, and you can ride quite far. It came with the bike, Wahoo Element Bolt.
You have a power meter or?
No power meter, but I do have. There's an option for the power meter version of this bike, but it's quite pricey. The wheels are Mavic Cosmic Elysius. I bought it second hand. It cost around 1k. Continental GB 4k 28 front and back. It's a 45 mm. Both front and back is 45.
What about the hubs?
It's normal Mavic hubs, and not much has changed, but I'm looking forward to changing to ceramic bearings. My chainring is 5236.
And cassette is?
Cassette is 1130.
7.7. Not that bad. Under 8 kilos for a rim brake. Why do you think your bike is not as light as it should be for a rim brake?
Well, I was hoping for 6.
I think, like we mentioned offline, right? You said it was heavy maybe due to the hubs and the fact that your handlebar is aluminium, the stem is aluminium, and this is aluminium rails on the saddle also.
Yes.
So maybe that's why it's 7. I think if you change all of that, you could go below 7. This kind of bike hits home to me because my very first road bike was a Giant TCR, and at that time I was even running it wasn't even a 105, it was a Tiagra, and it was like the shittiest components, but it was my very first bike, and to be able to convince my parents to give me, like, at that time it was like 4,000 ringgit back in Malaysia, It was a bit difficult, and they thought that it's just going to be for fun. You're just going to buy and then not going to ride it anymore, right? But yeah, I mean, usually giant bikes are the kind of bikes that I would normally recommend my friends who just want to get into cycling, because it's really value for money, and the parts are pretty okay, and you can always sell it again, right? Rather than you go to Decathlon, buy a Triban or whatever, yes. And that bike's probably, you know, the bike will be very shitty, and you don't want to continue riding because the components are so bad, and no resale value. That's another thing, right? Yeah. Okay, got it.